Hello everybody, BrioS here, and for you guys today, I have a nice big chunky boy for you. And if you are an assault mech lover, you're probably familiar with this boy. And this, my friends, is the 90-ton clan battle mech, the SuperNova. The variant I have for you guys today is the SuperNova B. It says bracket P because this actually is the Platinum Edition, which gives you a 30% C-Bill bonus, which is always sweet. And it comes with a shiny pattern, which I unfortunately utterly despise. So I decided to change it to this generic looking pattern, which I actually do like, especially with these decals, making it look kind of like a dog. Kind of cute. Hello, doggy. But anyway, for those assault mech lovers, you'll know the SuperNova as a laser bolting beast, able to push out lots of damage. Not exactly my favorite mech, even though it jumps. Unfortunately, its arms, which carry most of its weapons, are kinda low. Cockpit is here, and the arms are low mounted, and that makes it terrible for hill humping. But it's pretty good for corner peeking because all you have to do is, well, peek around the corner, expose one arm, and you can fire the weapons on the arm, which isn't too shabby. And the mech jumps, like I said earlier, so that's always a bonus. But anyway, for you guys today, this build is a bit different. And if you look at MechLab, you'll see a shitload of standard heatsinks. And yes, my friends, this mech is built around a bazillion standard heatsinks. In fact, it has 36 standard heatsinks. If you're wondering why so many standard heatsinks, why not double heatsinks? Well, double heatsinks have superior heat dissipation, but standard heatsinks have nice heat capacity. So with 36 single heatsinks rather, standard heatsinks, you have a huge capacity for heat. So in fact, with all these weapons, which I'll talk about later, if you stagger fire them and avoid ghost heat, firing them in two groups, you only go up to about 72% heat, which is really nice. Because in terms of firepower, this mech is no pushover. It has 4 heavy large lasers and 4 ER medium lasers. I normally break it up into left side, right side groups to avoid ghost heat. And a combined damage output of 96 is quite a lot. It has a Clan XL310 engine, which gives it a speed of 60 after I speed tweaked it. Yep, I actually speed tweak an assault this time. And a jump jet allows it to have a bit of mobility to navigate terrain and do all sorts of shenanigans. Well, nowadays class 1 jump jet is actually pretty useful. And yeah, so that's it. In fact, it doesn't have endosteel or ferrofibrous. So yeah, steady heating, mate. Pretty interesting. What makes it useful, and if you're wondering why the Bravo variant, if you look at the quirks here, the Bravo variant actually has a very nice laser duration reduction of 10%. So allowing the laser burns to be shorter, so there's less exposure time, so you can twist damage away or go back into cover. And the ER laser heat generation quirk of -5%, it's not much, and it only affects the 4 ER medium lasers, and it's not too shabby at all. Something's better than nothing. In fact, if you look at the quirks, this variant, the Bravo variant, is actually built for ER large laser bolting, but enough blue lasers. Yeah, this is a bit different. And if you look at the skills later, you'll see I'm trying new set of skills. In terms of defensive capabilities, it has a lot of structure quirks. May seem substantial because structure quirks can absorb a lot of heat damage and some damage, but the hitboxes of the SuperNova are, honestly, kind of big, kind of obvious. So yeah, hitboxes aren't that great. And 15 structure to the torsos and the legs is, well, still nice. Arms get 12 armor, not too bad, and most of the damage goes to torsos anyway, so yeah. Anyway, going on to skills, let's talk about the operation skills first. Bolting 36 single or rather standard heatsinks, 5 nodes of heat containment is really useful because this increases the heat capacity, which is why I actually built this mech in the first place. And the 15% is very substantial on this build. 5 nodes for cool run increases the heat dissipation by 10%, which is also nice. In terms of sensors, I'm actually trying something different with this skill tree. I don't normally run this skill tree, by the way, as in the overall set of skills. I'm actually using 5 nodes of radar deprivation for an assault. Normally this combination is better for fast moving mechs because once you move into cover, you lose or rather the enemy loses the lock on you by 95% faster. Assaults are kind of chunky, but I thought I'd give it a try. Something different, once in a while. And in terms of mobility, I actually spend quite a lot into mobility, going for full speed tweak. That gives me 7.5 increase in speed, allowing me to reach a speed of 60 kph. Honestly, if you ask me, The cost benefit, that means how much you get for how much you pay, isn't great at all. But like I said, I was trying new things. You can of course come up with your own skill tree. And 4 nodes of Heartbreak is useful because Heartbreak helps with the deceleration. So useful if you want to stop and hill hump or corner peak. Moving on to Firepower, 4 nodes of Laser Duration gives you 10%, combined with the 10% Laser Duration quirk. The lasers on this build actually burn 20% shorter, which is great because that's one of the things you should always get and you should focus on when you play lasers. It also affects cooldown because cooldown only starts after your lasers finish their burn. Of course, being a hot mech, all laser builds are hot. This mech, even though I have a 36 single seat sinks, is still really hot. You want all the heat generation nodes. Combined with all the range nodes, that gives me 15% additional range and an 8.4 reduction in heat. Onwards to survivability, 20 SPs into survival for full skeletal, which is good because the structure quirks of 15 to the torsos and the legs is affected by this, and all the armor hardening. That gives me 18% more armor and 33% more structure. And finally, auxiliary. Hello, single SP spent there. That just gives me the capability to have 2 consumable slots. And that's it, which I use a strike and a cool shot. So that's it, ladies and gents, for this doggo. Kinda cute. It can be utterly vicious if you know how to play it properly, but I don't really main assaults. But for those of you guys who love assaults, you might want to give this a try. Anyway, let's get down to the gameplay where I'll show you 2 of the better matches I had with this build. So let's go. So here I am on Canyon Network for the very first showcase match, Canyon being one of the most popular maps. And I'm going to just follow the assaults here, going to the right. Some contacts have already been made. Most of the time you see them around Charlie 4 if you start where I start. One thing about this mech, it's big, it's wide, and with the low mounts I'd rather just corner peek. But high ground is always useful. So anyway, moving on to the front line, we'll see what happens. So one enemy stalker, very deadly laser vomit build. It's a 7D, trying to cap MC. Okay. With my arms being low, I probably will hit the ground. So I'm just gonna wait for him to expose badly and also shoot other targets. Fafnir reversing into my face. Okay. That stalker Foxtrot is isolated there. Just a bit of damage on him. Arms too low. Almost no damage with that shot. And I forgot to override, yep.
New target acquired.
But I managed to get my strike out. Does minimal damage.
Critical. Override shut down.
Just a bit of heat damage is fine. That fellow SuperNova B not having a good day. Team is advancing. They smell blood. Oh, this poor grasshopper. Just standing there, took a full alpha into the CT. Got killed by heat damage. So shoot, twist is the basics. I want them routed too, but I know their mech's on my left. Hopefully the friendlies will engage them. So if a mech like this with most of the weapons in the arms... Oh, I got that guy. I'd rather just corner peek. Fire one group at a time. Tip of the spear I see, 5-3. One option is to jump up to the left here, because there are enemy mechs like this guy Golf. And I'm gonna take that. The other route is to the right. But I'm gonna jump up, hit, and jump down. Jump jets are useful, even one jump jet. One Sun Spider there, interesting build, dual Gauss, dual SRM Force. Not the best build. Let's punish him. Corner peeking here, Echo takes a big shot. Blow off a torso, I think. Yep, I did. Soaking a bit of heat damage. That's fine. You're basically trading structure for damage to the enemy. And if it's worth it, just trade it. So that Dreadnought, right torso exposed, just staring at me, goes down. Solo kill. 6-4. Enemy is not going down easily.
Acquired.
That piranha. He's just been running around the team the whole game. Has he even been shooting? One thing about piranhas, if you're gonna play them, don't go in too early,
Target destroyed.
or that might happen to you.
New target acquired.
Yeah, this guy wants to face tank me. I've got armor. Some armor anyway. Right torso's open now. Lancer at theater. It's an assault. Yeah, that's Grey Lancer in the light in front of me. The draw aggro. Waiting to get him to draw aggro from Oki. Allowing me to do a full burn on him. 96
New
damage.
target acquired.
I'll let Grey Lancer get
Level
that kill.
critical. Override shut down.
Enemy is pushing Echo 4 into Echo 5, so yeah, I'm gonna support the main group there. Don't go around chasing single
Target
mechs.
acquired.
Look at the minimap, see where the enemy pushes. Know your mech. This mech is slow, lots of firepower, got a bit of armor, except my right torso. So best with my team. I would
New
love to
target
kill that
acquired.
lonely Marauder 2C, but I'll leave the light to get him. And Grey Lancer has still not killed him. Anyway, Catapult comes in. He's not gonna twist. He's brave. He just wants the damage. 8-6 still close. Gotta be careful. Soaking the damage on my left torso. And I get him. 10-6. That's probably the Marauder 2C that Grey Lancer didn't kill. He was basically one shot. How hard is it to kill a god mech? There he is. No, that's a different mech. Anyway, whatever. Game is more or less won. 10-6. I won his right torso. I actually missed it.
Left arm destroyed.
Bit of a heat
Center
spike.
torso critical damage.
Getting crisped, as they like to say.
Right laser destroyed.
Still overheating,
Heat
gotta
sink
shut down
destroyed.
again.
Override shut
Yep,
down.
but that's it. 12-6. Enemy is dead. I'm still alive. Barely. 3 kills. Overall a pretty nice match. One guy in Gamma, capping it. Once Gamma goes down, we should be able to get the match. So as you can see, this guy has quite a bit of firepower, but with the wide hitboxes, yeah, it takes damage way too easily. So gotta be careful. Yep, Hellraiser says hot stuff. He's probably spectating me. Really hot build. So that's a lot of damage output from this mech. Let's take a look at the end screen here. So 1073 damage, not bad. I actually took 7 rover damage. 3 kills, 4 KMDDs, and a wonderful match of 6-6-2. So let's move on to the next match. And that last match was certainly wonderfully violent. But now we come to another very popular map. And this is HPG Manifold, Domination to be precise. And in this particular match, I'm gonna move around the sides, hoping to brawl in the middle. Because even though these are clan lasers, it's still classified as a mid-tier build. So want to wait for the enemies to appear in the middle, and I'll just go in, corner peek around the terrain and shoot stuff.
New target.
So despite the
acquired.
Kodiak being in the distance, I think I'll engage this mech here.
Artillery strike on.
Fire and twist. It's an Irby. Oh, Incubus box in front of me.
Heat level
Oh, don't do that.
critical.
Big boy here. Center, Echo 5. Marauder 2. Yeah, calling out some simple calls. I like to use simple, straightforward calls.
target
Name the mech,
acquired.
give its location, enough. Too much chatter and people get irritated.
Artillery
And by the way, we
strike
see an assault mech
online.
trading. Please don't stand in front of it.
New target acquired.
So look at the minimap. My team is pushing along 5 line.
New
So even though I wanted to go
acquired.
right, I think I'll support them. Big Marauder 2 there, pushing. Friendly Hellbringer in front of me. Not gonna trade well. Hank, excuse me. Yeah, he reversed into me.
New target acquired.
But it's fine, as long as I don't shoot him. India's in trouble.
Artillery strike online.
The Incubus and the Hellbringer
Artillery
want to
strike
secure the kill.
activated. New target
I
acquired.
dropped the strike there mainly to deter them from pushing up. The main force in Echo 4. India made mistakes. So that this Incubus standing in front of me.
New target acquired.
With the Marauder 2 being neutralized,
Critical.
just being a stick, I'm going to focus on the targets
New
further
target
away.
Acquired.
Ooh, look, a Kodiak. That's onions.
Level
And I
critical.
alphaed the
Override
Hellbringer.
shut down.
That's my fault. I walked up behind him and shot him in the rear. See, people always block assaults.
New target
I think there'll be
acquired.
lots of war crimes in this match. Onions in his jumping Kodiak. Takes some damage on the left torso.
Sorry.
Strike goes in.
Target acquired.
And looking at the minimap, team is still in Delta 5.
New target
So
acquired.
I'm not gonna be too aggressive.
Target acquired.
4-3,
New
still a
target
close match.
acquired.
Oh, a flea running away.
Target spotted.
Shoot Echo 4, guys. Kilo there, running straight.
Target destroyed.
And he dies. UAV. Okay, they didn't
New
shoot stuff,
target
please.
acquired.
Target spotted.
6-4, still
Level
close.
Critical. New target acquired.
We actually have a good position if you look at the minimap. Enemy
New
is
target
basically
acquired.
fallen back into Echo 4.
Level critical. Override shutdown.
Corner peeking allows me to blast that guy to oblivion. 7-4. Taken quite a bit of heat
Target
damage.
acquired.
Like I said in the previous match,
Level critical.
structure is
Override
basically
engaged.
currency. If you use it, you burn structure to take overheat damage, but you deal more damage, it's always worth it. Especially if the game is pivoting at that point.
New target acquired.
Anyway, now it's 9-4.
Target
Game is won
spotted.
yet again. There's Onions.
New
Destitute
target
follow of the
acquired.
Onions. I want this kill.
Target
Nope,
destroyed.
I can't get it.
Right torso
His legs are
critical
caught. I get
damage.
one, he breaks the other. Oof. And that's it. 11-4. Just a matter of hunting down the last guy. One thing good about HPG, the middle is good for brawling. It's not all about the walls at the side. Once you go into the middle, the people at the walls, the snipers, have a bit of problems engaging you. And with corner peeking builds, fighting in the middle is actually to your advantage. Anyway, I think the last guy is, who is this? Oh, 26E2. Low signal. Ah, I found you.
Acquired.
Yep. Oh, I didn't get him.
Center torso
He's fresh,
critical
I'm not.
damage.
So spamming my mouse button,
Critical.
and it's enough to get him. So that's it. My huge amount of structure allowed me to soak the damage, and I didn't die. So for this match, the amount of damage I did was, I think, quite substantial in terms of team damage. Yep, 52 team damage, but 965 damage, 3 kills, 4 KMDDs, and a match score of 515, which actually was penalized due to the team damage. So that's it, ladies and gents, for this video on the large laser vomit standard heatsink bolting SuperNova B with those massive lasers in the arms and a shitload of standard heatsinks. Nice! So if you're a Assault lover, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not, I still hope you enjoyed this video. And whatever it is, don't be too salty, have fun, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Goodbye everybody, and have a good day.